So I just got Ian again on top. So it's on switch place forward, reverse. And this is the little part that I added in. So what I'm going to do from now, let's swing around just a little bit here. Okay, it's really important that my my elbow is on the inside. I don't want my elbow away from my body. So my elbow comes in, I'll back it up this way. I'm going to move my left leg as far away from my partner as I can, so that's hard for my partner to upgrade. At the same time is I'm going to extend my left leg up, my right leg flat. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to jam my right elbow underneath my partner at the same time, and that's going to give you the ability. If my partner posts, right, my left hand scoops, and what I'm doing is I'm hooking. Because I don't want to use my right hand, because I get caught in my back, I can't upgrade. Does that make sense? So my left hand. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my partner, put my hand towards the ground, and that allows me to step over. Now, up to you guys, I like to come up, and that's going to take my partner belly down. It's really hard for my partner to deal with that. And again. So over here. No, you did good, buddy. You did absolutely fantastic. Okay, so the key, my right elbow comes on the inside of my body from here, and I'll frame my left leg and my right leg. But what I'm doing is, as I'm driving my right leg, I'm pushing my frame down. That's going to either make him turn or post. Every post, instead of that, all I'm doing is I'm scooping and pulling to turn the shoulder away from me. So it's hard for him to upgrade, step at the same time, and all I'm going to do is going to keep coming up. Once I'm here, use this. So I've got my partner, but it's really hard for him to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like I'm in such a good position. Option 2. Yep. So if my partner doesn't post, I've got that. Could come up a little bit higher. Thanks, buddy. So my right frame is on the inside, and I'm going to go big left step, right leg, the frame goes in. The biggest part is people do that, and they've taken away the block on his hips. So what I'm trying to do from this thing, I'm trying to put my right hand underneath my partner, and that's going to turn him over. I can use my legs as a hook if I want to, but what I've found for myself is if I bring my knee to his chest and hit him, that's going to help drive him over. He can catch the half guard if he wants to, but I'm going to get the rollover onto the top position. At least I'm not underneath the half guard or underneath the side control anymore. And once you're here, you've got the ability to cross space and start to attack and do those kind of things as well. Is everyone okay to have a shot of that? Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yep. Partner is trying to create distance. Jump on the other side, please. Sorry?
Keep going.
Oh, okay, thanks, babe. So switch base reverse once again is I'm going to bring my right elbow in and I frame, I'm here. The part that I'm seeing people have issues with at the moment is that they're not taking the big enough step. So I'm going to go 1 step from here, 2 steps. So if my partner decides to push against my leg from here, I'm not going to fight him. Right, I'm going to bring my hand over. Let's start from home. Just go with him. Like if he's pushing you that way, go that way. But I need the attachment onto the hip so that he can't run away. And it's just like I'm punching the hip. So from here, because I've got this option if I want to, so frame comes in on the inside from here, big step, straighten, drive, and hit the hip. So I'm trying to punch the hip back. And as I punch it to the gun, it's a really nice little mechanic. If he's blocking that, I just simply go back the other way. I walk away from my partner. So the add-on is my frame system. Lock it out. I take a massive big step. I turn, making sure my right elbow goes low, my hand comes out, and I'll punch you in. Okay. Yeah, it's sort of drive, down, back step, come over. And once again, here's your position to start to finish it. If you want to finish him, you can finish him from here as well. If my partner posts on my leg, so exactly the same thing, so we're here and he's pushing my leg, so I can't drive that leg that way. Does everyone understand? So I'm trying to go here So what I do is just, I do like a moonwalk. I take it out. Once I'm here, easy for me to come up to attack my partner. Switch base forward, just going to grab Emma. Switch base forward. So switch base forward would generally mean that we're in this position from here. And what's going on, like she's got arm bars, kimuras, head arms. So this is a more dangerous position for me as far as keep my arms, like I can't kind of go, I'll grab my partner and get everything away. So first things first is I'll work on the same principle. I'm going to try and get my right elbow as deep to the ground and to my hip as I possibly can, my right elbow. So they're generally wanting to go and try and pick it up. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to pick my hips up, turn towards my partner, bring my elbow in nice and tight. And what I'm doing is I'm doing like a ball feature. The general is they're going to try and cross-face me to put me down, so I'm just going to get my hands in nice and tight. I will work exactly the same kind of principle on this one from here. Now, depending on how my partner's legs are, whether they're forward, whether they're up, whether, you know, like I have options. So we're just going to deal with this one, which is that one, the most common one, leg forward. So I've rolled belly down and my right elbow's in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand over, pick up the legs, switch. Yeah. Okay?
That's why I don't do that. Like,
Yeah, so this to me is like, it's really easy peasy one, and they're generally going to grab your head, which is even worse for them and better for me. So let's have a quick look at that again. I'm waiting the camera. Okay, so to get my elbow to the ground, I'll flat on my back is, I'll raise my hips, I'll push my partner, put my elbow in. 1 and 2. So they're generally going to go up cross face, and as I leave for the cross face, I simply sit and roll my partner. Make sure you don't get your head caught between the legs. It's not that they're going to smooth, it's just friggin' annoying. You know what I mean? And then we just sit here. In. Okay. Sorry, I can just a little bit. So you're going to be in the switch base forward.
yes.
So we're here. Where you coming? Where you coming? So what I need to do is, the biggest thing I see is when we're here, people try and push them away and they create this valley for my partner to work into. So this means that I've got no control of the distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge and I'm going to push my elbow, I'm going to bring my elbow in and I'll kind of crunch down low as well. I'm trying to get this elbow in as deep as I possibly can. I'm going to do the reach around, but I come onto this leg here. Right? So whether his hands on top or under or whatever, I just want to get a good control. Think about it this way, is to push him over, my legs are in the way. So I start to walk backwards, my elbow goes down. Like, it's a really easy concept on this one, but I want to kind of roll my partner down. So again, as my partner's on top, so we have switch base forwards. Once again, I don't want him to attack me. There's a lot of areas where he can attack my arms. So I've got to bring my elbow in to get my frame. First things first is I bridge, I dig my elbow in and I duck down nice and low. I don't wait for my partner to act. Most common is that they go for a cross face with their hand. So as they cross face, I shoot under. Moonwalk backwards, come up, no on top position. And once again, block the legs out so that way if you try to rescue guard, easy peasy. And if you wanted to, you guys could do the move from here to he could do the, yeah, exactly right, but we're not going to do that. Okay guys, change partners, 1, 2, 3. Way too much effort. Paul, come here buddy. It's going to be interesting, right? So Paul switched base forwards, and I don't really want Paul on me because he's big and strong and he knows all about functional movement and like, it's crazy. This guy's like, look at him, he's got like those crazy eyes. But he's a nice guy. So first things first, get off your back. Bring my knees in, bridge, push, elbow comes in. And I'm trying to get as close to my partner as I possibly can. What I'm trying to do is get my partner to do a cross face or grabbing. Got it, we exchange. This is the hardest part, is this. Right? I'm seeing that, once that's gone, my frame's gone. He's going to win. So this stays here. Now what I'm trying to do is, I try and put my nose to the ground, but I'm walking backwards. Look. It's effortless. And of course he's holding me. It's easy for me to control him. So I'm seeing you guys, you're trying to lift up, or you're just simply turning. Like that was like no effort at all. So again, the key factors is I've got to get this right elbow to the ground. That's the whole key. I've got to keep the frame. So I'm going to go bridge, boom, and in. And the question, what happens if my partner doesn't grab my head? That's okay, here. But I'm on the end of the lever. Okay, this elbow's in. So what I'm trying to do is I put my nose to the ground first and I walk backwards. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that there's nothing behind Paul that he can lean on. Does that make sense? So as I turn here, is by default my elbow's going to start to come to the ground. I switch. And I put the leg out. So it should be like zero. So switch base forwards, once again, forwards. So from here, and I need to deal with this submission side, so I don't want to have my hands closed, so I always kind of keep my hands in from here. Bridge up nice and high, elbow comes in, and Emma's going to react how she reacts. So you can do, how would you feel safe?
How would I feel?
Yeah, what would you do? So she's going to, see how she's trying to pick that arm up? Right, so the key factor, I'm going to make it really easy. If I ball up and she tries to pick the arm up, where if I try and push away, does that kind of make sense? So the whole key factor is that I want to try and go like bridge, ball and hide it. So to create spaces, my leg behind Emma's back, which is my left leg, is going to nudge forwards.
Are you changing your back a little bit? Because like, you've got like, could you jump over the right side? If I do, he's going to have space to move. So if I go to lift,
that's kind of what I'm after. Yeah. Because I'm crunching my weights that way, I'm kind of leaning on her. So she has to go above me to jump her, which is what I'm after. Is that, yeah?
You know, my hair.
So really nice and light. So as she tries to pick it up from here, she rises to calf. So what it is, my left leg behind my partner, it's going to nudge her forward. I'm going to push my right hand slowly. So I'm going to nudge my left leg and push my right. And that's going to give that space to be able to come up. And because my weight's on her, it's harder for her to jump over because I'm nudging her that way. Does that kind of make sense? You're going to get into a scramble, but it's better than being stuck underneath side control. So this is one of those positions that I know I'm going to a scramble. I know I can't help it, but it's better than where I was. Okay, in, come here, buddy. So you switch base forwards. And the way we're going to deal with it is, for me, to protect, this is the arm that I need to protect, is I'm going to bridge, I push with this hand, drive and bring my head in nice and tight. But you probably can't see it, my left leg is jammed up against my partner, my left leg. So this makes it harder for him to move to my back because he's caught into position. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah, right. So what I'm going to do for me is my left leg's going to come forward, drive into my partner. My right leg's going to push, my right hand. My left leg drives in, my right hand pushes, and that creates a space to start to come up. So I'm going to push and retract. And even if my partner uses his left hand to hold my hips, so we're here, bridge, right elbow, right elbow, right elbow, ball part nice and tight. From here, he tries to pick up my arm. So, yeah, I nudge and I push. So he's going to keep his left hand over his right hand over my back. As I come up, he tries to get over my hips. Because it's easier for me to run back into Chris has got a hold of me. It's easier for me to run. You're going to get to a scramble, but you're better than what you were. Okay, let's try that, guys. 1, 2, 3.